Hi everyone, this is Giovanni, also known as CryptoJo101, and today I want to talk to you about my latest proposal, my new proposal for Catalyst Fund 5. I genuinely believe that the staking experience on Cardano can be improved. So if you, like me, care about Cardano, and the only fact that you're watching this video now, it means that you do, I strongly recommend you, please, to watch this video, like and subscribe to my channel. And if you genuinely believe that the content in this video is valuable, if you think that the values that I'm trying to communicate in this video are valuable, so please share it on social media so that this video can reach as many people as possible. I've broken down this video in multiple sections, and I've been using the YouTube timeline tool to give a name to every single section, so you can easily navigate through the videos and go to the parts that are more relevant to you. Without further ado, though, let's dive right into the proposal. So here is the landing page of my proposal, and I will connect and will share the link to these proposals into the comments. The title of my proposal is Connecting Delegators to SPOs. The reason being is that currently in the Cardano ecosystem, the staking experience can be, it's our opinions that can be improved. The problem statement is the following. Due to distrust, single SPO struggle to compete with commercial ventures, leading to the motivation that then will lead to pools closing and centralization. As we all know, centralization is a real problem for blockchains because for many reasons. A centralized blockchain, it means that could potentially lead to weakness of the blockchain itself. For proof of stake blockchains, this is named the Sybil attack. While it's unlikely, we do not want to take any chance. So I invite you to document yourself more about this if this is something that is of your interest. Distrust is one of the many problems whereby single or new stake pool operators struggle to have a successful stake pool, while large ventures or people with a strong social media presence, they manage to gather a long group of people together and ensure that their stake pool becomes successful. Another problem that wouldn't fit the description here because of too few characters is also the role played by exchanges. There are exchanges that are incredibly large, incredibly big, and they have a large number of stake pools. And this is also against decentralization. There are three notes here, and we will visit them now. So the first one is the retiring stake pool. We are currently at epoch 286. And there are already about 20 pools registered for to retire, and they will all retire between epoch 287 and epoch 289, with the exception of one that is going to retire at epoch 299. This is not just this epoch. This has been going on for quite a while, and there have been a long list of even important stake pools that carry important values and donate part of their revenue to important causes like carbon offset or important charities as well that are currently closing. It has to be clear that the goal, the big picture, the goal of our proposal is not to make every single stake pool survive, but allow all the stake pool to have a chance to succeed and to compete against stronger multiple or stronger operators on the platform. We just want to make the experience fairer and not require stake pool operators to require large marketing skills, large social media influence, but to focus on what is their added value, the value that they gather, the community they want to bring together. The second thing, the second note is about what can be a forum, a post retrieved from the forum, or Cardano forum, when it says what can we do to help small pool operators to succeed. And this guy Tito actually is making lots of good points. He's very skeptical about sometimes the pledge of small pool, and this is absolutely fair. But we don't have also to forget that some pools some stake pools, they are created in countries where the people are less financially, they have a weaker financial situation, but that does not have to be a big problem if the stake pool operators is committed and if they're bringing additional value. In fact, while pledge is something important, while pledge is something important, it does not mean that smaller pledge, they have to be penalized too much. Then there is not a direct relationship between active stake pool pledges and blocks, but there is a strong relationship if you look through the listing. If you find, and then of course, those pools are ranked very low because of their pledge, not only, but because their stake is very low as well. They're very unsuccessful, and of course, they haven't earned any block or minted any block. So this is a little bit of a catch-22. If there are no blocks, people will not delegate to them. If they don't delegate to them, the stake stays low, and then those pools, they will just be created and after a month or two be removed. Another very important point is about the algorithm. So there is much that can be improved into the sorting algorithm within the major wallets, like it could be Yoroi, like it could be Daedalus, but it's impossible to fix it because every flavor, every difference of the algorithm will penalize someone eventually. So if we favor smaller pool, the larger pool that they really balance the blockchain will be penalized. So we will go into the opposite direction. We will favor too much decentralization. The blockchain is weighted for a certain number of pools. We can't have 5,000 stake pools or active on the blockchain because Cardano now, for instance, is tuned for 500 and soon hopefully will be tuned for 1,000. Having 3,000 validators is not the solution either. But Daedalus is just a wallet. We don't want the wallet to be the place where you have to select your pool. The wallet is only where you execute the delegation. You want to know where to delegate in a place, on a platform, on a website that gives you like a very broad, immersive experience on which is the pool you want to take. I recommend you to read all this topic. It's linked into the proposal, and you can get more useful information about this. IOG, they found eventually out that the smaller pool, they were really struggling. So because IOG, they hold some funds, they decided to rotate. Because the decentralization params is going to zero and the IOG, they are not running their pools anymore, what they are doing is they are using their stake to boost and help smaller pools. So there is the third note that we've added to the proposal is our new delegation strategy. This is from January 2021. It's only a few months old, and this is already the second iteration where IOG is basically rotating their 3.5 million whales delegation to smaller pools. And you can read here in this blog what are the differentiator and values that are taken in account when selecting a pool for the delegation. There is the purpose, there is the geography, there is the technical contribution. So for instance, some operators have been participating to ITN or are using different hardware like Raspberry Pis, or they are committed to specific charities or environmental causes. So these are the values, these are the factors that can determine whether or not a smaller stake pool can be elected for this 3.5 million. So IOG have acknowledged that there is a little bit of a problem with smaller pools, that they are dying, that they are not growing as they possibly should. But of course, even this is not the way of fixing it. I think the way of fixing it needs to be based, if we go back to the proposal, needs to be based on two things, most likely. The first one is the trust, and the second one is the education. And I think the two things are even connected to each other. So first of all, now at the moment, there is no way for a stake pool operator to get verified. You can't get verified in wallets, you can't get verified on Twitter, you can't get verified on Reddit or any of the social media. I can claim to be, I don't know, the stake pool operator whichever stake pool I want, or I can badmouth other stake pool operator without revealing who I am. So the first thing is the trust. Is there a way for verifying a stake pool operator and let the stake pool operator send messages to the community and verify that those messages are really from the easy one stake pool that is my stake pool? So is there a way of signing those messages? Is there a way on a platform to ensure that whoever is writing a post is really and guaranteed the stake pool operator of the stake pool easy one? Well, the reality is that there is this thing has been recently got approved by the CIP 022. And yes, there is a way for verifying stake pool operators. This is thanks to the proposal, Cardano Improvement Proposal 022, made by Andrew Westbeck, Martin Lang, and Ola Allman. You can see in the link video above how I've been already actively working on a blockchain authentication mechanism. And if you watch that video, you see that it's actually possible for a stake pool operator to get verified and publish messages on a trusted platform where they can tell anything about their stake pool. What is the differentiator for the stake pool? If they run promotional content, if they donate money to charity or to environmental causes, if they run on Raspberry Pis, or if they run, I don't know, on cell phone, whatever. So they can really take ownership of their stake pool operator, stake pool, publish everything that is relevant, and have a platform where they can basically aggregate all their data. They can have a landing page, and then the description and the values that they carry, and they can write in their own language. So localization, they can produce educational content in their language. So this is exactly what we are trying to do. StakeBoard, and now I'm going to give a name to this thing, to this platform, is called the StakeBoard, is a platform that connects delegators to SPOs in a verified, trusted way. And the second thing is, and the second key that is extremely important, is education. We, the developer of StakeBoard, will provide tools to SPOs to produce educational content and easily localize this educational content in multiple languages, so that immediately the reach for delegators is the most granular, is as granular as possible. But let's go now through the different parts of this proposal. So describe your solution. Create the go-to trusted platform for SPOs and delegators to connect, stake, communicate, research, educate, and collaborate on Cardano. Once that the parties, SPO and delegators, are verified, we have already created this trust between parties. And that means that the content that is going to be produced is trusted. And if any of this content ends up not being correct, the reputation of those parties will be immediately compromised, and so the system can take those bad actors outside of the equation, so that only the positive contributors will actually survive into the system. The relevant experience. The core team is composed by 2 engineers with more than 16 years of experience. I am a stake pool operator and Pluto's pioneer, while the other engineer is a participant of the Murgo Academy. So we have a very long and technical and deep technical experience, and pretty much I have 1 year of deep technical experience with Cardano, stake pool operators, Pluto's pioneer, and I'm also, I won Fund 5, a Catalyst proposal. I'm a winner of Fund 5, so I'm getting my hands really, really dirty. So what is the market that we are trying to tackle? Well, basically is every actual ADA owner or delegator or potential delegator. So people that have ADA already delegated, that have ADA on an exchange, or that have ADA and are not delegated. So this market is growing almost 4 figures a year, and so it's growing. And with the arrival now of smart contracts and the explosion of adoption of Cardano, this is only going to be growing. And we don't want, and we want to facilitate. There is a lot of education needs to be going on here, and StakeBoard, this platform, can definitely be the funnel to collect all those new people that are getting close to Cardano and find trusted, useful information. They can find very easily Stakepool operators, use the dropdown, and not only see what is the highest ROST revenue on ADA or whatever, but if they have a specific value they are looking for, they can get matched to their own Stakepool operators. They're looking for a Latino community, so they can check all the Stakepool operators that, for instance, have a verified Telegram group in Spanish. So if I am a Stakepool operator and I'm native fluent in Spanish, I can say that supported languages are Spanish. So I can connect those two people and speak their own language without a translation barrier, without misunderstanding. Or in my case, I'm Italian, I'm going to have like, I'm Italian and I speak fluent English, so I can have two Telegram groups, one for instance for a Reddit page, or Facebook page, Twitter, whatever, you name it, but I'm going to be putting all those information in StakeBoard, and because it's verified, it's me, people know that those channels are, unless they get hacked, but this is another problem, but they are trusted because they are mine. And so we cut the copycats, we cut scams, we cut lots of stuff at the source because we can verify who's doing this. The product. StakeBoard is a distributed application built by and for Stakepool operators and delegators to connect one to another and discover the world behind the projects in the Cardano ecosystem. Here there is a world behind those sentences. We are talking about staking, we are talking about emerging projects, we are talking about keeping updated with the new content on Cardano, new technology things, smart contracts, DEXs, ISO, FISO, whatever. Everything that is happening on Cardano, we can funnel all this information through StakeBoard in a trusted, reliable way. StakeBoard gives you insight about Stakepools, which are running on the Cardano ecosystem, and in the future, more and various dPos blockchains. It could be like Polkadot, it could be Tezos, it can be Algorand, whatever. And contribution done within the ecosystem and investment opportunities on new upcoming projects launching with a fast-pacing innovative space. You know already these days, every day there is a new project launched on Cardano. There is a new project going through there is a project going through yet another milestone. Things are happening so fast on Cardano, it's really difficult to keep up the pace. StakeBoard can be the aggregator. StakeBoard can be your feed or filtered feed for the type of content that you want from the Cardano ecosystem. If you're interested in new DEXs, you can just, or updates from DEXs. In the future, there is going to be like a way to filter news only from DEXs, or create content about DEXs, because you can be also a content producer. So this is one of the way we envision StakeBoard to be in the short and long term. No need to research Stakepool operators or initial Stakepool offering, as StakeBoard has it all covered for you. We bring you the latest news regarding Stakepools, as operators can directly communicate, update their profile and details on the platform, as well as publish articles, link videos, share knowledge regarding the Stakepool, the Cardano ecosystem. I've mentioned this thing already before. ISO initial Stakepool offering is something new that is coming up with Cardano. It's something really powerful, but we want to be very careful about this. While we want to be updated with all the parties that are on companies and projects that are launching ISO, we want to make this experience trusted. It's always the same word, it's trusted. In fact, one of the things that I come up today and I wanted to check is about MELD. So I remember that when MELD created their Stakepools, all of a sudden there were like 9 or 10 MELD Stakepools. And I was just like, is that possible that all those Stakepools are all legitimate? They are all run by MELD? Is there a chance that someone created, I don't know, MELD4, MELD5, and tried to steal a part of the delegators, even for a bunch of epochs, and get 100% of the rewards? We're talking about thousands of ADA here. We're not talking about 50 ADA. So if you scroll down this post, that I will also link to the document, actually I have to add into the proposal, it works out that someone said MELD4 was fake, 5 has been confirmed. But like I had to go on Reddit and this guy had to go on Telegram to find out the official thing. And what if this Telegram group is fake? What if someone created also a Telegram group pretending to be the official one and they say, hey, no, it's all the other ones that are fake and 4 and 5 are actually the good ones. Sorry, 4 is the good one. So you potentially could still have, while if there was a verified platform where MELD could have claimed those pools and say, hey guys, 1 through 9 are all good, but avoid 4. 4 is a scam. You would definitely know that because MELD is the owner of this, because we've verified their identity, again, via the video that I linked you earlier on. And you can definitely see in Pool PM that MELD has a ton of stake pools. I'm not judging, I'm not saying whether or not this is good or bad, I'm saying that it's beneficial to the system to be able to say, I am MELD and 1 through 9 are mine except 4 is not mine. And you can do this in a trusted way, not just on Twitter or on Telegram. Like, what if I don't have Twitter or Telegram? Like, this shouldn't be the way, right? By the way, the proposal I was talking about is the CIP 022, and I'm gonna put the link. I don't know if I already covered that before. As we are talking about multi-pool operators, another thing that I want to tackle is the importance of taking out funds from exchanges. Binance at the moment has 2.82 billion ADA in staking. These are people like me and like you that have bought ADA in the past, but they have kept them on the exchange. I think there are at least 10 different reasons why this is happening. Well, maybe half of the people are traders and they are trying to trade and using rising price of Cardano to just make a quick buck. And that's absolutely fine. But I can't believe that 2.82 billion ADA, they're all used for this purpose. I think there are people staking on Binance. There are people that are too afraid of moving their funds because they don't know how Yoroi works, or because maybe they don't have English skills and they can't follow the guides because there isn't any guide in their own native language. Or there are people that are less tech savvy and they're just afraid because they don't trust the people that there is behind the screen. Because, hey, it can be anyone, how can you trust that? And we want to bring trust, and with trust we can bring education, because once that you trusted and verified the people, the educational content, then you know that is trustable. And then all of a sudden, those 2.82 billion, they will start to go down, because the problem is also centralization. There is a huge amount of stake in Binance. We want to take this out and favor decentralization, non-centralization on the exchange. We will never fix this one for good, but we definitely want to improve it, and really improve that staking experience and increase the staking on the blockchain, on single stake pool operators, and help them survive. So here are a few points that we covered to try to make our point stronger. StakeBoard, we are envisioning an onboarding process. Imagine like you're a new or potential delegator, and then you land on StakeBoard for the first time. We ask you, are you a Stakepool operator or are you a delegator? You say, I'm a potential delegator. And then we ask you 10 questions. And based on those 10 questions, and it could be, I don't know, in which languages are you comfortable speaking? Which are the languages that you know better? Are you fluent? Where are you from in the world? Or are you interested in environmental causes? Are you interested in charitable work? Are you interested in helping Africa grow? Are you interested in I don't know, are you interested in indexes, in decentralized exchanges? Are not like a good few questions, try to understand who do we have in front of us. But if, for instance, we have a person that is Spanish and they really care about ecological causes like trees and all this kind of jazz, and there is a stake pool that is South American, maybe like you, and they're trying to rebuild again the Amazon, and they devote 50% of their income to plant new trees in the Amazon forest. Well, that could be a really nice match. You can be incentivized to sacrifice a couple of ADA per epoch, and then let the stake pool operator devolve a little bit of their income to replant trees in Amazon. This is just an example. This can be really anything. This can be causes for researches like medical researches. This could be like help children from less developed countries, children that have lost parents, whatever you want. This has to be as fulfilling experience as possible and matching SPOs and delegators is something very important, because this promotes diversity and promotes decentralization. So we want SPOs that are carrying a value that is a distinctive value that contributes to decentralization and diversity to be carried forward, because this is the only way where we can build a diverse, more complete, more fulfilling experience for everyone. So education, trust, and connection. The monopoly, how are we trying to grow? Well, once we're starting to see adoption and we get the feedback from the people that have started to adopt the platform, we're gonna create a flywheel. So get the feedback from the users and make the experience on Stakeboard better and better. And the more users, the more traffic, and the more viral this platform is going to be, because everyone will want to be on Stakeboard. There is going to be like a funnel of news, updates, tutorials, educational content, mostly on Cardano, but why not also on other prominent blockchains. For the money, we're asking money only for the first 3 months, and we will come back again to the next round of funding. There is this one thing that I want to stress very, very importantly. At the moment, we decided to give up any and not seek any private investment. We don't want to be influenced. We are 2 engineers that I have been working on Cardano already 1 year. The other engineer is working on Cardano as well. And we don't want to be influenced or guided by any third party. We are Cardano community member, and we want to build something from the community for the community. So as long as we can survive with funding or with donation or with the stake pool that we've created for this project, but more to come later on. So we will just ask funding through Catalyst. So if you want to support us, vote for us, so we can get those funds and not be at the mercy of anyone. So we can just move forward and listen to the community and build for the community. So we're going to be asking for 40K for the first 3 months, and then we will reconvene in 3 months at the end of the first round. If we get voted, we'll start to think ahead for the next three more months and see where we're going to get to. There is a lot that can be done on this platform, but the core values are the one that I just told you and spoke to you about. So what are the things that are ongoing? We've been playing a little bit about this, and we're basically working on a proof of concept. I showed you the video earlier on how to authenticate Stakepool operators and delegators. We've been spending time in putting together this proposal. We've been working on CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment in infrastructure, and we have a concept design. You can check, actually I'm going to show this thing to you. And there we go, this is the landing page. So first the place that we want to disable. In Discover, we imagine having a flow of news coming up. So new stake pools, popular stake pools, or maybe stake pools with the new idea, a new value, and a new thing they want to advertise. Related videos, this can be educational, this can be anything. And why not also a little bit of price prediction, because hey, it's part of the game, isn't it? Live chat, this is not our main priority, but we envision also a stream of communication coming from different channels and be aggregated here. Rewards, definitely one of the key things. Like, this is one of the things we are really in it, isn't it? Notifications, if you're authenticated, you may want a curated list of messaging for your profile. And of course, social media integration, sharing on social media, following, and then the second thing is stake pools. This section is not live yet because we're actively working on it. So we will be able to navigate and surf into the diverse ecosystem of stake pools. The most important thing here is that we don't care about ROS, ROA, staked amount, all kind of jazz. Yes, these are important, but these are not the primary goal for being here. We want to know what are the diversifying factors for a stake pool, and this is exactly what we want to put in this dashboard that is not ready yet, is in the progress exactly because we want to make the UX as communicative as possible. So going back to the proposal, we have once that we get received the funding, the 3 months are pretty much split as follow. We will be focusing on the Stakepool overview, that is the dashboard that is not ready yet and we are currently working on it. We can let Stakepool operator verify themselves and create their own board, like a landing page with a description. Of course, Stakepool operator, they will have to claim their own Stakepool. So if you watch the video earlier on, you can see how you can claim a Stakepool. So you do a special login mechanism that will allow us to, excuse me, ensure that the Stakepool operator is exactly who they claim that they are. And then enrich the search functionality. In the following up months, this is of course is a guideline, things can be moved up and down, but these are the things that we would love to work. Implement feedback from users, enhance the Stakepool filtering, onboard the Stakepool operators and delegator to test the MVP, dashboard discovery overview, notification center. This can be anything and can be nothing. There are different ways we can do this, even just a basic messaging system. One way from Stakepool operators to delegators would be like the minimal viable product or just like the core feature. And then in this notification center, we will see like pledge update, fee update, variable fee update, static fee update. So delegators, they don't have to go on any system, but they will receive an email if one SPO goes nuts and set 100% pledge, 100% variable fee. So they know that they're gonna get screwed by their SPO. And manual communication as well. If one of the SPO decides that they want to, for instance, terminate their operation, they just send a message on Stakeboard to all their delegators, say, guys, we're closing down, I can't do this anymore, and send a message and say, closing in 3 epochs, just delegate someone else. And user settings is something that is more regarding the user experience, colors, night mode, day mode, whatever, and other things. Last but not least, there is the third month. It would be really nice to have wallet integrated. Like imagine you find the stake pool that is for you, and imagine you have a wallet like it can be Yoroi or Nami, and you just like, you don't want to do anything, you just want a button that says delegate to this stake pool. This could be actually a button on the Stakeboard and you're sorted. You just press the button, put your password, done, you're delegated. Forget about it, close, go have a coffee. And then there is all the educational part, related videos, and that could be Stakepool of the day, randomized. We have 20 different algorithms that we would love to test, and we will ask also feedback from the community. Relevant articles, Medium, it can be anything that is relevant, upcoming hard fork combinator event, important protocol changes, whatever. Educational portal, this is your gateway to all the things Cardano. And then one thing that I really think is something as simple as a Cardano calendar. Just one place where you can filter for all the events like Cardano. 360 update, weekly update, SPO meetings update, initial stake pool offering, project pin launching, everything, just one place, and you just select what do you want and everything is there. Now there are so many things happening, I'm missing half of them. Why? Because I read of them, I don't know when they happen, I don't know which channels are they on, and all this kind of jazz. Cardano calendar, as simple as that. One place, and you can find what's happening everywhere it is. Meetups, another thing, that's it. Right, I've been speaking, I've been going on now for 36 minutes. This is it, this is the overview I wanted to give you, but now everything goes back into your hands. Your hands, you have to comment this proposal, comment this video, I'll reply. Hit me up on Twitter, CryptoJoe11. I want to hear everything from you, whether you are delegators, because I want to hear especially delegators, want to know what you guys are looking for. That's really important to me. And SPOs, have we missed something? What's important to you as an SPO? What are the struggles you're going through? Right, this is it. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, please share on Twitter. I want to see this thing on Twitter everywhere. And let us know. Feedback, comments, everything is extremely welcome, because I want to hear your voice, and your voice is going to be here. If we get funded, if we get voted, if your voice, we can hear your voice, we will try to make your voice to become a reality on Stakeboard and just make this experience of delegating the most fulfilling and possible as possible. Thank you very much. Have you all a great day, and I'll see you around. Bye.